What is this?
Oh yeah!
What is this? The coast feed? What's going on here?
What the hell is going on right now?
What's going on?
Whoa, baby! Whoa! What's going on? This is my show right now. All right, I'm being invaded.
You're only out here because of me.
This show.
You're only out here because of me, right? Just like they said in Casino, you're only out here because of me. Okay, you and your coast to coast and your Cardinale out group. You've created a civil war. What are we What are we doing today, Fabio? What are we doing today,
guys? We got a whole list of things because one of my complaints has been that there's nothing going on. Right? We're complaining. We're linked to everybody, but nothing's going on. While you guys tell me, please, Fa, be patient. Be patient. Wait. Things are going to happen. It's only just begun. I can't see it. All I see is red flags. But there's shit going on, so we're going to get through all of it, Vinny. But you know what? Yann's here. This is a great day. Stevie's on vacation. All right? Stevie's doing what we all should be doing. Him and Giroud, they're out there somewhere on the beach, shirtless. Steve's probably got a nice pool of Jello somewhere close by. I mean, this is what we should be doing, but we're not because Milan stresses us out. Doesn't matter what season it is.
But Fabio, excuse me, this is a nice picture, but where's Gio?
I
have no idea.
Well, I mean, I should ask you guys where Gio is, right?
Me and Yann, look at us. We're here on
you
time.
And your buddy Cardinale made a call to Gio's internet provider, and next thing you know, they're unplugging wires at McDonald's and Gio's out of commission. Interesting how it all happens. You see it, people. You see it. And Yann's a government man. We know it. We know it. And so somehow he has connections in America, too. I better watch what I say.
All right. So Gio's not here because of his McDonald's Wi-Fi. Yann is here. We haven't heard from Yann where he stands on the let's just wait and see side or Cardinale outside. But, we're going to talk about what's going on in the Mercato. We're going to talk about the heat. The heat we've been getting on YouTube, the comments.
So many
comments on Fabio, the bad comments on me. It is what it is, and thank you to Pete Davey today. Showed up on the Loaded Mag and UFC Twitter.
Did a great job, Vinny. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Vinny did a great job.
Awesome guys. And I just told him, I'm like, you know what? Enjoy Tonali when we buy him back next year for free because he's gonna, unperform. So look at Rene Cumberbatch. They're saying Stevie lost some weight. Rene, Dr. Strange, Rene, I sent you the link in the Patreon. You need to join the WhatsApp group because you got the best fucking accent out there.
That's right. If you're out there,
no, guys, sorry, it's Dr. Strange. He's from England.
Dr.
Sorry,
Strange,
I don't want to blow his.
Listen, he'll send you to another dimension. All right, take it easy, guys. Yeah. Just like Dr. Strange. If you haven't already, do us a solid because it's the most important thing. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you're always up to date with all of our videos. Please hit the like button and follow us on everything. Twitter. We're doing spaces. We're on Instagram. We're on the TikTok. All right, we're doing it all.
It costs nothing like Milan's Mercato.
I wanted to...
it costs you nothing. Parametro zero. No obligation to buy.
I wanted to take the time to talk about last episode that we had about the Mercato, the Patreon special. And guys, you know that we've always been very straightforward about we're never going to be fake. We're never going to be, doing content for clicks. And first off, I appreciate the views. We had over 1,100 views for a Patreon special, over 6 new Patreon members. And thank you to everybody that joined. And thank you for joining the community. I just felt that it's kind of sad that we need some controversy to create more views. It is what it is, right? But I will say one thing, guys, and I hope you guys can take example of this, that whether me, Fabio, go after each other. in the group, you have one side, the civil war is going on. But in the end, we're all friends. We respect each other's opinions, and we're all friends. And that's what it should be, right? But we're going to be talking about this today. We're not friends because Fabio's all by himself. Look at his Cardinale out. Cardinale out. Look at you. You've been called. I got some hate comments. He's delusional. Vinny's delusional. What's wrong? What do you mean no emotions? Fabio got called he's worse than Tommy time. But I don't know.
Well, I guess I have to apologize for people their audio experience because I'm a little over the top because I have passion because I spend a lot of my time thinking and caring about this fucking team and everything they do. All right, and God forbid I don't like the optics of my team, the thing that I hold most important, looking like a clown show from the moment the season ended. So excuse me for being emotional.
It's all good. And his dad had told him not to swear anymore, Yann. So he got told not to swear anymore. But
I got one F in. I got one F in already.
In the end, guys, if you don't like what we're talking about, we're not journalists. We're not professionals. We are just a bunch of guys just talking from the heart. And
you don't like it? Hit the Patreon, come to the chat, and be a part of the conversation. Sway us another way. That's what I'm talking about.
We have our negativity in the Milan Weekly Podcast Patreon. Whether $3 a month gets you into the WhatsApp chat, helps us provide. Look, just in the last month, guys, we were able to not only pay for the StreamYard, we were able to donate $400 to a local soccer club to participate in a tournament, which I share with the Patreon members. I forgot to share. Milan Club Montreal participated in a charity soccer event, which we donated another $60 for the Breakfast Club here for kids.
What Vinny's saying is donate your money because it goes to a good cause. As Steve would say, let's move on to the actual topics. Listen, we're going to do a lot of stuff with Patreon. Just believe it. Give your money. It helps the channel. Let's get to it, all right? I'm sorry. I got to keep it moving.
Excuse me. No. Stop. Yann hasn't spoken.
Yeah, we'll give him the chance to speak first on these guys.
No, before we get into this topic.
Okay. Yann, see? Derailed already. I feel like Gio's here already.
Oh, it's my show. You're only out here because of me. Okay. Yann,
yeah.
Where do you stand in the Civil War? Now, the Civil War, for people that have been living under a rock, there's the Civil War, according to Fabio and Gio and everybody else, it's, pro Jerry. No, it's not pro Jerry.
According to everybody else, but like me and a few people.
There's a group of us that go, let's wait and see. And the Cardinale out. Where do you stand, Mr. Yann, other than saving Canada from illegal immigrants and, maybe a possible war?
To talk to your Forest and Parks Department.
What's the date today? It's June 29th.
Yes.
The date
Mercato opens July 1st. You know what I do every night? I go on my IPTV box. I go to Sky 24 Ultra HD.
You can't do illegal stuff, by the way.
Okay. It's very legal. I pay my internet very legally. And then I sit down and I watch for half an hour and I see, okay, this Mercato single last night and whatever. And I go and I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. But if we don't beat Spezia and Verona, no matter if we sign Lionel Messi, we're not going to win the title. So I don't have time for this shit because my heart's already palpitating for when we're going to play the three teams that are coming up from Serie B because I know no matter who we sign, we're not going to score a goal that game because we don't have a backup striker still. So, guys, I understand where Gio's coming from. I understand why people are pissed off. But it's freaking summer. Go outside, get some poisoning from all the smog in North America, and let's go.
All right. Yann has spoken. I believe he's on team let's wait and see in the Civil War. So he looks like
a Canadian thing. It's a Canadian. The same thing with the bagels.
Fuck you, Canadian.
Same thing with the bagels.
Fuck with us some more. We're gonna. Yes, they are superior bagels. Fuck with us some more. We're gonna send some more forest fires.
I know. Supposedly, I wasn't supposed to go outside today. I don't know. Rumor has it. But
what do you got for us, Fab? What do you got?
Things are going on. All right. The first moves have been made. Finally. And did you think we signed the right wing? Did you think we signed a striker? Maybe somebody to replace Tonali. No. First and foremost, we need Tatarusano's replacement. There he is. First man to sign with the pen in his hand.
How do you pronounce that, Fabio?
Sportiello? Sportiello?
Sportiello, bro. Sportiello.
Sportiello! Damn it, I'm going to get it.
Wow.
Look at.
I think your father's going to be disappointed with your Italian. Not only your swearing right now.
I know. My pronunciation
Che
is
disgrazia.
And if I'm not mistaken, guys, it looks like from what I've read, it will be Magic Mike, Sportiello, and Mirante. Supposedly will stay on as a third goal straight.
If we had Sportiello last year, we're finishing second or third, not fourth. Because, sorry, Tata, you played about 9 games too many. So,
very true.
He's at least, this is a smart signing. I don't hate it.
Do we read into anything that nobody else is in the picture?
Well, you think that Manya's on his way out too?
No, I'm just saying, like, before we got everybody sitting down at the table. Now we don't even know who's technically like the top of the food chain when it comes to doing this. Are we? Is this what we're going to be expecting? I just want to know. The next one I see.
He agreed back in February to come with us.
He did.
Now it's just the cose formale. They just signed.
Passiamo le cose formali, but guys,
all I'm saying is there's no Furlani in the picture. No Moncada. You know, usually
it's just Milan. It's just Milan. Look, it's just Milan.
But guys,
I like it better, honestly.
On a serious note, this is a great backup to Magna. Is he not? Yann Sportiello?
Look.
Yeah.
Is he Cranio or another guy that I would have preferred? No. But he's a guy that I don't think is going to be stressing about playing time. He knows what he came into. Solid backup. I like the look. He looks like he just chilled at the SQDC for a little bit. He looks nice and chilled. Came off the beach over there. So
guys, the SQDC is the places where you get to the magic stuff.
I've read the same thing.
Yeah, so to me, it's a no-brainer. I mean, honestly, I'd rather see Mike play every game of the year. So if I never see him either, that's okay with me too.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
He did spare a lot of good comments in the interview they did put out. All right, so next seems like this. If not tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, we're gonna get the same photo, but of Mr. Ruben here, left butt cheek. All right, so he's our first actual player. I'm sorry, no offense to the goalkeepers, but I never get excited about any goalkeeper being signed because it's Mike. But I've seen some compilations. Not to say I seem like thrilled about it, but I've seen the kid have some sort of skill. Now, whether he stays healthy is always the conversation at Milan, but I don't think this is bad. I just don't love it because he's not better than Tonali, so we still haven't filled that void. What do you guys think?
You know, I wanted to take the time to, on this news here, possible news, obviously in a couple of days, there's a Facebook page that I follow, Cacciavite. Cacciavite is slang, Millennial slang for Cacciavite. It's something to do with Milaniste, and this is a guy called Fabio. And I wanted to read this out because I found it relates to this, and I found it was really well written, guys. And again, this is translated from Italian. Maldini is Maldini's guy. It's this guy. We'll see when it's their turn with the money ball. If Chelsea were that strong, imagine that they would give him to us. And anyways, he's broken anyways. Is he really that strong? At most, let's see him as a backup. Here, we had Tonali. Let's take him who, among other things, occupies an extra calm slot. Let's see what the pitch will say. There's a little to be trusted now. The tone of the comments on the arrival of Ruben Loftus-Cheek is this, with an often contemptuous manner in which not too covertly makes it clear that they would be very happy if he didn't do too well on the pitch. Indeed, if possible, in addition to cheering because he hurts, almost hopefully he will get injured in a sort of, see, I told you so. When it would be enough to admit without even too much effort that Loftus-Cheek is an excellent halfback with very good international experience, who is entering the highlight of his career, all while spending the right amount without the slightest folly. Because reasoning and trying to tell is certainly more difficult than yelling and shooting meaningless hearsays, inciting that crowd enraged by recent events, even if, however, few have really understood the situation. cool, calm, and collected. Also, because the market has yet to officially open and there's plenty of time to improve, the rest is just good material to get a few more likes and creative new controversies. This was written by Fabio from the page Kashavit. And this is where we go back to the whole civil war kind of thing, right? It's it's really sad, guys, that some fans out there they're considering this guy Tonali's replacement, and what we're hoping that he gets hurt. We're hoping that he doesn't play well. Where are we as Milanistas? Guys, it is what it is. We sold him, and again, it's not even official yet, but he's a Milan player, and let's see what happens. You could be on the side that, well, if the APL is so great and he's such a great player, why did they let him go? Hey, maybe he gets a second chance. Yeah, and I don't know. Like, I just found that this was very well
Chelsea
written. What do you think?
12 guys today in the last week. They let go of a whole starting 11, basically. They spent $400 million. They just sold for $260 million. They had to move guys. They bought too many players.
Yeah.
Look, I agree with Gio. Like, he has had injury problems, but when nothing serious, like nothing that I think is going to force him to, be out as much as Benacer. Let's just say we have no issues with Ismail over there. He gets hurt a lot.
Yeah, much more than Tonali.
I think he's going to bring a bit more physicality that we were lacking in the midfield. He's bringing some height that we're lacking with
6'3", I believe. 6'3".
Yeah,
I think
he's a big boy. I think the price is right.
And he hasn't had a major injury since I believe it's 2019, which again, I know and for everybody else it feels like, oh, that was yesterday. No, it was. It was 4 years ago now,
But also, the entire team was garbage last year. What are you gonna tell me Kai Havertz is no good, then Koulibaly is terrible, and all these guys are just shit? Like, come on. The team was bad. They went through three coaches. I think we have to look at the Tonali move at the end of it. They took 80 million. If they bring in 4 guys or 3 guys, I don't care what you tell me, we automatically have more depth and potentially a better starting lineup.
And I will say this to that. Yes, I agree with you. But
we might even get Tonali back on loan in a year because I think it's going to be like Lukaku. This guy's going to go there, too much money, too much pressure, eating shit food. He's going to want to come home. And we're going to see Tonali back in her jersey in a year.
And a side note, guys, you know what? People wanted to talk about that he was forced out or whatever. What have we been hearing about Lukaku and Brozovic? No, I'm not going. No, I'm not going. No,
Brozovic went. They paid him money.
Now he paid him. He went. Right?
Yeah.
Lukaku got offered what? Like 50? No.
What did Lukaku do for Chelsea?
Yeah, well, Lukaku has a nice-looking girlfriend. He can't have that kind of fun over there. He wants to make sure.
Not allowed.
I love Tonali took a decision for himself, and I'm not mad at him at all. Like, good for you, buddy. But I just wanted to add this. Yann, you said
but
3-4 players.
Idea,
Let me fucking talk, bagel boy.
Tonali took the money because the team made him feel like they didn't want to move forward with him. What else would you tell? What else signal or message are you sending by saying, hey, we'd rather get $80 million, which is really not 80 million because we have to give a cut to Brescia.
It's so hard for you to think about the Tonali when you heard of this offer. He said, you know what?
Doesn't make sense. Who fucking thought? I'm sorry, that's my second F. I'm gonna try to keep it to a minimum. But who thought it was a good idea to sell Tonali when you could sell Theo, who is a great forward back, right? And he's a leader as well, but he's defensively still lacks.
Theo's a better player than Tonali.
Theo's a better player than Tonali.
But you could have got 110 million maybe for
But Theo's worth 75 to 100. This Tonali's not worth close to 80, even if we're giving some to Brescia. I'm sorry, guys. No Italian players worth that much. We missed 2 World Cups. We stink. We overvalue our players.
You have a point.
Get over it.
You have a point there.
Get over
it.
Under 21 he's not that good.
You know what I mentioned today?
Not that good.
I
love him.
On the Newcastle,
he's not 80 million,
right? Tonali did not have a bad year last year. He had a fantastic year.
I loved it. Guys, he had a
good
year.
Kessie, how much did we miss Kessie this year? We didn't realize what
that's a better midfielder, guys. That's a better midfielder.
What Kessie meant to Tonali, because even when Benny was on, so this is what I'm saying. Guys, I love Tonali. I'm not shitting on him. Please don't fucking take my words out of my mouth. But when Tonali played with Kessie, when Tonali played with Benacer, there were good games. When he was playing other guys, he didn't carry the team. So we got 80 million. It is what it is. But what are we calling him in the MWP WhatsApp group?
Gio is
Loftus-Cheek?
coming back. He's coming.
Left butt
he's coming
cheek.
back. Fab, he's coming back on loan.
Yeah, he's coming back for free.
There's no way on that price tag. You saw what that kid did 1 year in Milan. The first year he played like
garbage.
He's a player that looks like he needs to adjust, and once he does, he's a very good player. I don't think he's in that category of players to make over 50 million on a sale. And good for him to make $10 million a year, man.
Good for him.
Good for him. Good for his family. Happy for him. Take
happy.
that blood money, invest it, have a good time,
and set your family up for generations to come.
That's probably
this idea that there's bandiere and these kids have to stay with us, dude. Soccer's not the same anymore.
It's more just the stupid people at the club. All right?
Lab Gorilla. No, stop. Lab Gorilla. Manaya tutti santa. I fucking love you, buddy. Who's shitting on Tonali?
I'm not shitting on him.
Tonali. We're not shitting on him.
Well, you're saying he's not worth
the
money they're spending, which is
guys
true.
Telling me that
but
Tonali is
what of the people being bought right now in the EPL go through Declan Rice and whoever
how can you compare these?
Are they worth 100-something million?
You're not comparing. You're comparing apples to oranges, Fabio. EPL money is EPL money. You're not going to talk about
they're the ones
money.
that bought him.
Yeah, but they keep that money.
Who in Serie A would offer 80 million?
There's going to be a Plus Valenza sale after from West Ham.
All right, so to keep the conversation moving, all right, we're actually buying somebody from Lazio. You heard it, guys. It's not SMS. We're not buying SMS. You know, the one everybody wants. No, because they keep raising the price on him. But listen, they even throwing a bird. They even threw in a bird for this kid. Here he is, Romero. We got the bird too. The bird's coming with him. This kid supposedly is almost 100% done now. So probably in the next couple of days. He's 18 years old. I believe he can kind of play on the right wing. Yeah, Romero.
I asked a few of my Lazio friends. Supposedly, Sarri ruined him. That's what they said. Didn't use him properly.
Ruined the player.
And look, I view this as an Adley signing 2.0, a deal.
I heard that they were.
If I see this kid play 2 games, I'll get in a Jello pool. Okay.
Hold on. I hope he gets in there.
Yann,
listen,
you don't want the smoke,
our calendar later this year. Oh my God, it's gonna fly off the shelves. I can't wait. But yeah, this kid, I can't lie. Gio would probably pull some stat right out of his ass.
Gio
about
would
this
pull
kid.
up
I have no idea. I don't even know if he even really made it to Lazio's first team like that. Maybe he's been on the bench, but he's 18 years old. You know, 18-year-olds that come to Milan, they're not in shape. They have to go to the Primavera. So we don't even know if we'll ever even see this kid. And there's already rumors that possibly before the end of the transfer window, he's going to be loaned out. So we'll see what happens, man. I mean, do you know anything about this kid?
You know what? I watched a 30-second compilation video on YouTube, so I know everything I need to know about this kid.
Very true.
He's phenomenal with his feats. He's very good with his feats, and he does some good vision. You know, what the fuck?
He never touches the ball with his hand.
He has his first name on the back of his shirt, like Teo, so that could be a cool theme.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
I don't know.
Nico saying he's Mexican. Are you sure, Nico?
I thought he was Argentinian.
Another fantastic.
Yeah.
And Nico for Milan Weekly Podcast Patreon, another coach coaching soccer in 110-degree weather in Arizona.
Yeah, good luck with that. God damn.
Because he's a Spartan, Nico. That's why he's a Spartan.
What else you got for us, Fabio?
All right, so they're not the other ones now. We got the rumors coming around, the rumored budget. We got to get into this.
Let me stop you now. I need to share a story. This morning, I walk into the bar, 7 o'clock in the morning. Hey, ¿cómo se va? ¿Cómo está? Ciao. My friend Saverio is my friend Mike's dad, 65 years old, full interista. I'm like, hey, I'm full of money. Let me pay you a coffee. I got all this money, $80 million. He starts blasting me. My Juventino friend comes in, pay him a coffee as well. And then out of all sudden, my friend Vinny Gattuso, the Romanista, comes in. I go, this is the beauty. Serie A should be like this. And we're all discussing Serie A. I paid coffees for everybody because I'm full of money, right? We got $80 million for Tonali. But guys, on a side note, we could all bicker and shout at each other, but in the end, we're all friends. So it was a really great experience this morning to have, as a Milanista, to pay coffee for an Interista, to hear him complain about he's like, look, I'm showing him the Lukaku things that he's refusing. And he's like, no, vattene, I don't want no fucking Lukaku. He's fucking shit. Please take him. The Romanista saying, man, why did I have to give Mourinho like that? 10-game suspension. I don't understand.
Because he talks shit. That's why Mourinho got 10 away.
And the Juventino, I told him, I go,
he goes too far. He's an habitual line stepper.
The Juventino, I told him, do you need a support group? He's like, for what? I'm like, you might not play Conference League next year. Are you okay? Is this like a good, penalty? And he told me to go fuck myself.
I can't wait to see Timothy Weah play goalkeeper under Allegri.
Oh, you leave my American alone.
What else? So the rumor new budget, Fabio.
All right, supposedly... so the rumor was, and I might be a little off with the number, but we were looking at about 35 to 50 million tops.
Did you count all the empty cans at San Siro, though?
I mean, if that's what they need to do, go ahead. But then supposedly the money from Tonali is in as well. So maybe about 50 million of that. You're looking at 100 million. Do you guys think we're going to be spending this kind of money? I mean, we know how much we have to rebolster the entire squad. We're missing a lot of players, or we're going to be looking at playing with the same group of bums again. But what do you guys think about this?
You know what? Let me ask this to Yann. Yann, do you think that a guy like, not personally Cardinale, because I still don't think Cardinale is running the shit at Milan. He's got his people in there. Do you think that they would overspend to try to make the fan base forget about this whole Maldini and Tonali? I don't think they would.
No, of course not, because we're all a bunch of idiots, and the moment they put something out, we're all going to buy it. So they don't have to do anything for us.
Okay,
to them, and I don't think Jerry's there at all. Jerry just bought an F1 team. He's investing people's money. He has his team there. He put people in place, and he's going to show up in 4 months and say, "Hey, how's it going? Show me the books." Okay, cool.
He got the Wrexham boys to put money with him.
No, but the
Cardinale out. He's not even paying attention, guys, to your Instagram hashtags. He doesn't.
I
care.
Told you exactly.
Doesn't care.
I said these guys.
I would.
I'm getting another beer. This is going to be a long night.
Could someone tell? Why don't we just buy out Macias to make this EU spot so Kamada can sign? Because DHL called. They need you back at your old position. Could you just go there?
Season's coming
or Joey Saputo, buy this guy for the impact. We can use him. I think Macias, MLS, would not be a bad player. We just need the non-EU spot. Thank you. Great story. There's going to be a Netflix movie about your life. Just GTFOH. And then we can sign Kamada, because I was reading that Saudi Arabia offered him money. He's like, no, I'm still waiting for Milan. You know, Japanese, they're very loyal. Sometimes
I like it, thank God.
But I don't know. So I'd like to see him come in. I don't mind Pulisic. Again, am I going to go by how bad Chelsea was?
Don't jump
I don't mind having him there. But again, people saying he's trash. Chelsea was trash. I have to see him in a different context. He would be the first right wing we would have since Alessio Cerci that actually played that position. Like, I don't know who.
He could play multiple positions.
And I mean, Alessio Cerci, Jesus Christ, Jan, what the fuck?
He can't be that bad, right? Pulisic.
Guys,
the other American kid, I have no idea who he is. And there's that kid from Villarreal. That kid looks good.
But will you guys agree with me? Will you guys agree with me? Whether it be on team Let's Wait and See or team Cardinale out, even if by the beginning of the season, on paper, we have improved the squad, I'm on the side that what the fuck does that mean?
We're still results losing to Frosinone or whatever.
No, but what I'm like, I always come back to results count. So even though, let's say, the people that will go, oh, look, we took this money, look all these players we bought, right? That kid, Reindeer, Fabio, is that what we're calling him? Reindeer?
Oh, Reindeer. Yeah, Reindeer looks good too.
Reindeer looks good.
Rudolph Reindeer, yeah.
Rudolph Reindeer, looks good. Loftus-Cheeks, let's say we get Kamada and everything. So maybe on paper looks better. But in the end, guys, we spent 150 million euros on fucking Bonucci and friends 5 years ago, and the wool was pulled over our eyes, and we're all fucking excited. No, but guys, because everybody was excited at that time.
I know, but we should have seen it was going to be bullshit. I mean, it's Bonucci and some of the other players we bought, man.
We all survived.
Sucked.
We all survived,
right?
Yeah, we did.
And we won a Scudetto.
And we won a Scudetto.
Yes, but the people who one of the instruments in helping us get to that Scudetto is gone. What's
the
going to happen?
The horseshoe fell out of our ass, guys. That horseshoe fell out of our ass. That's why we didn't repeat, because the horseshoe of Tato Rusano making saves when he's
and at least nobody can blame this channel from being fake, because not only Steve has said it. This was a miracle Scudetto. We have no idea how the fuck we won this Scudetto.
It was beautiful because it burned everybody's ass so much that we won. That's what I love about it.
How did you win the Scudetto?
Yeah, eat it, baby, eat it. They were maybe the worst team. I don't care.
You know, Fabio, may I interject?
Of course.
Because Lab Gorilla is the only guy that posted a question on Patreon. Thank you, buddy.
All right.
And I like this question. What do you think of the likelihood that we managed to actually get rid of the deadwood? Meaning, Origi and Rebic and co seriously part of our long-term plan. And how many you actually and how many of you actually raid my butt cheek and reindeers? But on a side note, I like this question, guys. What are our chances? Supposedly, if we need to believe what we've read, that they said no to moves. Yann, what are our possibilities? Where do we stand getting rid of this dead weight?
I mean, I would run them over with a Vespa if I had to. At this point. But it's all, look, it's their right. It's our mistake.
Vehicular manslaughter. Yeah. That's what we're talking
about. You know, like, but Origi's like Bakayoko. It's like, you guys spent the money.
Yeah.
Too freaking bad. Like, so the players have a lot of leverage here, guys.
Don't give 3-4 years.
I don't know why we can't. Sure. Why can't we just buy them out? That's what I don't get.
Guys, you're gonna know what the rules are.
You're gonna pay a guy to sit down on the bench.
What are the rules in the football?
That's what I don't get. Why, like
in hockey? Yeah, and what is it? They pay half of the salary to buy them out.
I split it over, but there's a salary cap thing.
There's a salary cap, but it's a salary cap. But like, I don't even know.
It's probably some tax thing where they don't want to just pay him off and they can't write any of it off. Something. It's probably a little more complicated. Just like
exactly. No,
$2 million just to not show up anymore. You know what I mean? But yeah,
never have been signed. That's another Maldini mistake, guys. He was good for 3 games, and then we signed him to a stupid
But if Rebic does what Vinny Mancini is talking about, he's allowed to do it.
He's allowed. It's our mistake.
Just the way. I'm sorry, guys. Tonali was allowed to say yes or no. He's allowed to say yes or no.
In your single days, ever wake up next to somebody that you regretted? They don't leave right away. They stay for breakfast.
I left before they woke up.
Rebic sticking around for breakfast.
One time, a girl threw her shoe out of the window of her apartment building. Was like 19. You fucking bastard! Because I tried to sneak out of her apartment. So yeah, I understand the. It was a long time ago. I'm not talking anymore. Okay.
I would just say, yeah, that is their right. It's our fault for giving them 3-4 year contracts when, again, we didn't need to.
No.
You know, again, why are we giving such long contracts? If that's going to not make it, I guess, a way of closing the deal for a free agent, then we got to move somewhere else. I mean, you know, sometimes you get lucky. You buy a player, you get like 3-4 years left in their contract. You just write it out. But, I mean, some of the guy, I mean, like Origi is a self-afflicted.
Would you guys give Origi another chance?
I would. We have no other choice.
We have no other choice. We can't buy anybody else.
Guys, at that amount of money that we're paying him is like, look, for me, I don't want to compare, but CDK, I want to give him another chance because he's young and it's an adapting thing. Origi, okay, let me ask you something. What's the minimum amount of money you let him go for?
Origi?
Yeah. Because now he belongs to
$1 million. Whatever we can get for him, just get him out of here.
Free with an obligation to buy for $1.50 and a
bag of Doritos.
Yeah, and a bag of Doritos. Yeah, Cool Ranch or whatever. What are the shitty flavors too? I'll take one of the shitty flavors. Cool Ranch. It's like the worst flavor ever.
Sav was saying hell no on second chance for Origi. To me,
we have no choice, guys.
We have no
choice. You're gonna bring up the 15-year-old kid from the Primavera, Camarada or whatever, the kid that's bullied 12-year-olds. We're gonna bring him up in the Champions League game.
Not yet.
Colombo, I have no
problem. I hope.
Colombo is already being rumored with Genoa and all this other stuff.
Yeah, he's got to go play.
Fabio, what else do you got for us? What do you got for us?
All right, so besides all that, you guys kind of jumped the gun a little bit
Of
on me.
course, of course.
But we're having a bit of an American revolution,
Oh my
possibly. All right. You know I'm going to talk about it. I'm fucking American here. All right.
Paul Revere.
Christian Pulisic. Here he is. Now, obviously, they give him the stupid nickname of Captain America, which I hate. I don't know why they have.
He's got
call
the
that one
face though. He's got the Facci Captain America.
But
La Faccia.
if this kid can come and play on our right wing, also have the opportunity of possibly being our cam and Leao's backup, I like the versatility. He wants out of Chelsea. He has determination to take the next step and kind of put himself back on the map here. And I think at Milan, he would find it a good atmosphere. And I like the fact that it's not just him. They're also looking at Valencia's, God, hold on. What's his name? Oh, Yusa Musa. And I liked him. He started pretty much all the games for USA in the World Cup. He's young. He's only like 23, I think. He's
the only thing
young.
I like about all this is all young players. That's what
All
I like
young
about
players.
All these
I
things.
read today they're also looking at Weston McKennie though, which
That
No.
one I think is pure bullshit because they had some other stupid idea of trading Kalulu for McKennie. Absolutely
No.
not. That's not even
No.
on the table. He could take his wand and go to another team. He doesn't have to come to us. All right. So what do you
I'm
guys
down
think?
for Pulisic. I'm down for Pulisic. I
I'm-
like him. The other kid, I have no idea who he is.
But you
Me,
did
like
see
that,
him.
man.
I don't know how much you watched of the World Cup, but this kid was a constant starter.
We're Canadian. We don't watch the U.S.
All right, well, I watched the fucking Canadian game, and I'm not Canadian. What do you want? All three
Well,
losses.
Thank
Get
you
over
for the
it.
viewership. Thank you for the viewership.
But all right, so Pulisic is the only one you guys would.
Well,
be
because
okay
I know him. I'm not going to pretend to
don't-
say that I remember what Musa did. I have no
Yeah.
idea. But Pulisic, definitely, because I know he can ball and marketing. He's gonna put some jerseys in kids' hands in the States, man, and that's part of it. The new era deal is there for a reason, and I think they're gonna look to sign one or two. Just like De Laurentiis said, he wanted to sign an American and a Japanese guy. Who is not because he needs another guy. He wants the market. They're not stupid.
20. He's only 20. This kid.
Wow.
Oh wow. So that's good. How much do they
Okay.
want to pay for? How much are they asking for him? Do you guys know?
Dutchbook Steve is there, fellow Patreon member as well.
think-
I think it's under 20, right?
under
16,
20.
18, something like that.
I think it's like 20-25 at the moment. They're trying to get.
And
it lower.
again, you know what? We're not going to pretend we know who Musa is, and I like the fact that it's all young guys. I like the fact, right? Because I think if you're signing these young guys for, you're not signing them for 40, 50 million. You're signing for 15, 20, whatever. Is that it's a good risk. It's a good risk that if they flop, you'll still get your money back. Let's be honest. But if they're fantastic, you might triple, quadruple your money. So the only thing I have a problem with all of this, guys, and this is not a Milan thing, this is a Serie A thing, because of the rules and regulations. Where are my Italians in this team? Where are my Italian players? And I know there's a ruling that you pay less taxes. You pay
Sportiello?
Sportiello. Oh well,
yeah.
sorry
There you
guys,
go.
sorry.
I already
But-
forgot about the water boy, man. Like,
The
come
water
on.
boy, but it's just
The hell?
I like
No respect.
I like what they're thinking about, but again, we're gonna go like every single year. I'm not gonna believe anything until they're sitting on the table signing the contract, like Sportiello by himself.
Well, so that's not the only obvious free agents we're looking at the moment or trying to pick up transfers. We're talking heavily
This boy.
to Villarreal about
Yeah.
Chukwueze. I believe
Yeah.
that's how you pronounce his last name. Go figure. I get that one right. I can't.
I
get
know.
the Italian guy right. But this guy is one of our like highest offers at the moment. I believe we're fighting about 25, 30 million with
It's a lot,
Villarreal.
guys. It's a lot.
Yeah,
fine.
but
They want over
this
30,
guy is
Yann.
good.
You've seen
So,
him, Yann?
Well, I've seen him more than Musa. That's Master, whatever the kid's name is. No, I've seen yeah.
So we think this
Strasbourg
kid could
Steve.
be.
By the way, guys, Strasbourg Steve that watches 6 games at the same time when he's off of work.
I think he works at
Dark mode.
ESPN.
Is
He
it
watches.
Wayne?
the amount of monitors
He
he
probably
has.
works at ESPN, and he's like, I do watch Valencia pretty regularly, and he's fantastic. Steve, answer us in the comments. Is he worth paying more than 30 for this guy? We'll see. As recorded by Akbar saying, as reported by Sky, Pioli would have had a telephone contact with the Nigerian winger. A telephone contact.
Oh, that leads perfectly into the title of this section. I forgot to even post it up. Pioli's back on the hotline, baby.
He's back, baby.
He's back. He's got full subscriptions. Not only AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, he's got them all. He's got Mint Mobile. He's working 5 phones at the time, 3-4 hours per free agent. Pioli, I don't know how he does it. He talks like a 13-year-old girl on the phone. He's all over the phone, and hopefully he closes the deal, because I think this is the guy, everybody, for a right wing. Do you think this will satisfy Steve? Right? Steve's been saying, get me a right wing for a long time.
Does he speak Italian?
I love this.
I don't know. I mean, Pioli supposedly speaks good English.
Once
okay.
Calls
That's what I heard.
He calls him speaking Italian. The other guy's speaking whatever Spanish.
So how does a phone call,
French.
Yann? How does a Pioli phone call go to Chakaways or whatever his name is? How do you think it goes? Hello?
I think he calls the operator asking them to connect the line. I don't know. He's pretty old. I don't know how he's.
Connect me, Villarreal.
I won't even try. Look, it's nice that he's calling.
Hello, this is.
I don't know why that's a story. Like, because he called Thuram and it didn't work out.
I think it's this whole idea of just Pioli's he's like the agent on the phone the whole time. Like he's the salesman. He's got to pitch everybody on this idea, and he just can't close the deal, man. You know, you got to close. You always got to be closing.
Gotta be
Who
close.
is,
Who,
exactly.
Sorry, who is this?
All right, so he's obviously. How'd you get this number? So he's not the only one, right? Because of course, Christmas comes in what time of the year? In July, June, whatever this
2029. 2029. This kid, yeah.
Guys, question.
There he is, the reindeer, Rudolph. Whatever his first name is, I have no idea.
Is he calling from a burner phone? That's what I want to know. For sure he's calling from a burner.
Maybe.
What's his name? The guy from Juventus that got caught. In Calciopoli when he was using all those burner phones.
What's his name? Yeah, the guy. Forget what that criminal.
Holy shit, guys, help me out.
Moji.
Yeah,
so we got reindeer here, guys. I saw a Twitter compilation of this guy. Movement against Lazio. He's worth $120 million, but in the end, young kid, looks to be talented. We're not gonna
look
sit
at
here
the
and pretend.
smile. He's got a $1 million smile right there.
We need Strasbourg Steve. He probably knows everything about this kid since he was 13 years old. Because
that's a shit grin, though. That's a nice shit grin.
I like this one. This one, he's in action.
Yeah.
This
reindeer, as we're gonna call him, because we like to make up our own names, guys. It looks to be imminent. Looks that we've. Let me check sports media set over here.
I might switch side over to the. Last year too, everything was imminent, and then we got a bunch of nickel and dimes on the last 2 weeks of loan with option to buy.
I think that's
one of them hit. Tial was good. Some of them, Frank never got a chance. I'm still being told.
And our main prize has been pure.
Yeah, he was out. He was usurped by Mighty Mouse from Spain over there. So he's got to play that position. Look, he's another guy that I saw some games because of the Europa League, but very, very good player. I didn't know that was his name until Milan was linked to him. Then I was like, oh, that guy. Yeah, his name is tough. I can't even pronounce. I don't even.
We're gonna make his.
It's like
Steve. He's reindeer. Don't try to correct us. Yeah, he's reindeer.
Johnny Reindeers.
No. Oh, he's Santa Claus is reindeer. That's what we're gonna come down to.
Oh my god!
Guys, on
Kamada coming too. That's it. We got to send Messias out. Send them out.
That's a question. That's a question, man.
What if you call for a DHL? Player. You call for a DHL container, all right? Yes. You show Messias, hey, you got some experience with these. We're getting these for some team trips. You throw him in there. You send it back to Brazil.
Oh, man. Maybe he doesn't want to go back.
I don't want to go back to Brazil right now either.
I think the Kamada thing, guys, it's about the
non-EU spot. That's why we got to get rid of Messias because Salamakers, he's still serviceable. The kids.
But we're going to get at least 25 million for Messias, right, guys? At
25 million bananas you're gonna get for Messias.
I
Get
tried to
money.
convince the guys
An
before-
MLS team should take him. Go play Cincinnati,
I spoke
Montreal.
to the
I don't
I
know.
spoke to the
somewhere.
guys at the Newcastle podcast before we went on. I'm like, look, guys, since you're splashing money, we got a guy that there's Messi in his name. I didn't go further than that.
He delivers.
Yeah.
He delivers.
I don't
Oh, he
think they
delivers,
believe
bro.
me. Yeah, I don't think they believe me. So it's all good. Anyways, but Kamada, guys, it looks
Yeah, it's good.
promising.
It's another good one.
It will be another good one, but this whole passport thing, we shall see what goes on. And
But
again, we're
doesn't
talking about
Pulisic, isn't Pulisic non-EU or he
He's
has a
got-
Croatian
no, he's got a
passport?
He's got a
Croatian-
Croatian
Croatian.
passport,
Yeah.
and Musa actually has an Italian passport.
Well, look at that. And he chose the wrong country to play for. Now, who am I kidding? They make the World Cup.
Oh my
Fabio.
God.
What else do you got?
All right, so
because you're all
next-
by yourself here. You're against
All right.
in the civil war, and
Well,
your buddy
guys.
Gio.
All right. Yeah,
Like,
listen,
we-
Gio's
we
doing
had
his
something
thing.
to do with internet connection, but
It definitely happened, but we're not going to linger on that. All right, so the last thing, because we were talking all about the right wing, bringing in midfielders,
Get
right?
Out of here.
wait.
What?
Okay, go ahead.
What striker options are coming out in this horrendous
Yann,
little package of Mercato right now?
Yann
Because
has
the only
seen-
one that keeps coming up that I see is Morata.
I
That's
saw
right.
Icardi. I'd rather take
Icardi
Icardi.
right away.
Can somebody tell me where Icardi plays?
Galatasaray.
But now he's back at PSG. Guys, okay, I want to stop and think.
You
about
want
this
him for
one.
him or like any family members he's going to bring?
Flapperjacks over there. On the
Wanda
other
is
side.
home, but Morata, guys, we had some people in the Milan Club Montreal saying that I'm gonna stop watching Milan if they get Morata.
What are you
Perfect.
talking
I'll buy your
about?
gear. Give me your gear for $5.
Exactly. So Morata,
I don't like Juve
Guys.
rejects. He can't play in Italy. I don't like it, but
we don't like
guy-
Juve
Juve
rejects. We don't like Juve rejects when they come directly from Juve.
He's
a la-
financial
don't
fraud
give a
as a player. You know how much money has
Yeah.
been spent on Morata? Like
I know he
$147
doesn't
million.
do anything.
Okay,
He's
let's
a
put that
Ponzi
aside.
scheme.
We
guys.
already
He's
have
a Ponzi
Origi.
scheme.
We don't need another one.
He's better
Okay,
than Origi.
let me
He's
ask
better
this.
than Origi.
Origi or Morata? Morata.
Morata.
100.
I would even take Marotta at this point over Origi, even with his one eye. I would take him. Maybe
All
he
right,
can
so-
bang
Guys,
a goal in.
Guys,
So
tell
we don't
me,
want-
Nico
we don't
saying,
want
bring me
Morata, though, right?
Scamacca. But Nico saying, bring me Scamacca.
Why? Why do you want Scamacca? So his father can come and ruin our trophy room like he did in Rome over there? Like, come on. No, Scamacca's trash, bro. Like he's
Okay,
no. I'm
Scamacca or
sorry.
Morata?
I'd rather put you as striker, Vinny. Okay, if I had to choose between both of them, I would send you up front. I'll put you up there with the number 99 jersey, a la Ronaldo, and say, "Go there, kid."
You guys know that when there was some people.
I would do
from Italy-
Morata over Scamacca.
There were people from Italy that came and visited. That were doing documentary filming for all the clubs, and we filmed a segment at the local soccer field, and we're sitting on the bench, and Stevie P right away. So here we are at Samuel Moore's court, where Vinny spent his 1-year career right on this bench. So I'm not
It
that
was
good,
low hanging
guys.
fruit. Sorry, Vinny.
I'm not that
Low-hanging
good.
fruit.
I'm not that good. So if you're
know.
comparing me on top of Morata, thank you very much.
I would do
But-
Morata over Scamacca. You, Fab?
I mean, I don't know. I like the idea of Scamacca more than I like the idea of Morata. I feel like we've seen him already in the league. Yeah, he might
He
score
scores.
a few goals.
He
but
scores. Yeah, he scores.
I don't know. To me, you already played on Juve. I don't know.
Okay,
I
but
just-
forget that he played
to
for
me,
you.
I don't. Guys, if he keeps moving from one club to another, you know what that tells me? Nobody wants you. Because if you're
Ponzi
not
scheme.
moving around, exactly. I don't want to fall for it. I don't need any of your soap, and I'm not ordering anything. Leave me alone. I don't want Morata. No, thank you. If we go for the Italian kid, bring him back to Serie A, and we're going to try that, fine. But it kind of leads to the next question, right? And this is
Hold
the
on,
question.
let me ask. Let's ask the.
It's like Gio. I swear to God.
Fuck you. You're only out here because of me. Steve, you know he pays us $3 a month. He's part of the
Aubameyang.
Milan. Would you guys?
If I can go back to 2019, I would definitely take him.
Okay, what
Yeah,
would be your
he's-
price for Aubameyang?
If you took, I don't know, $1 million contract a year, I don't see it as a problem. It's the pricing, man. Like this guy's gonna want
pricing.
money, eat up
Yeah.
he put up our salary. He's
They
been.
got to take Rebic too. Just get him out of here. Openda, I would love that. That would be great.
I don't know him,
Definitely.
but I've heard his name.
So
I know,
yes,
Labgirl. We can't. Obviously, we can't, but we will.
Yeah.
Mr. Positivity himself, Mr. Yann at Busted Cup. By the way, Yann, before you get into the next topic, Fabio, when are we doing a busted tweet? Do you have any Mercato busted tweets? I know Fabio has.
I have one
here soon, but do we have a special show coming on just for busted tweets?
I think I'm just gonna wait a bit longer because if the Osimhen rumors are true and everything, I just want to see the implosion of the dynasty, and then we'll take it from there. Because you lose your sporting director to a rival, you lose your coach, you lose your center back. Who's next?
Yeah, even Kanye was posting about Napoli. Can you believe?
Okay. Kanye was boasting on.
He lost his Kim too.
Yeah.
What do we?
Cost him more. I don't think he gained 50 million though. That's cost him a bit more than that.
No, I think he lost the 50 million probably. All right, so the question of the night, then I'm going to put it to obviously the panel here, but everybody in the chat. So please write your particular response. The question of the night is: which of the two players, or who would you rather sacrifice to get a quality new striker? And I don't mean bullshit or a loan or like. You're going to get somebody of major quality. And that's what we're lacking on the strike department, right? Which of the two would you rather sacrifice?
So, hypothetically speaking, we talk about Haaland. Let's say that we actually have a chance for Haaland. Can we go with that?
In the terms of this particular conversation, fine. We can go with that. All right. But I'm just saying, one of these two cornerstones, Theo Hernandez, or our goalkeeper, Mike Mignon. Who would you rather sacrifice? Now, again, I'm not. My idea was never Haaland. That's like above.
Okay, you got to give us an idea. Give us a name. Give us a name.
Give us a above average striker.
Or what amount are you thinking they're offering? No, what striker? What striker are you offering? Are you saying?
I mean, it would have to be somebody of 100 million elk, right? Somebody.
Okay, you know what? Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. Vlahovic for Juve. He sucked under Allegri, but you well know that he's a quality striker.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
Okay,
let's go with that one.
Susan Vlahovic from Juve. We need to
sacrifice either selling Theo or Mike.
I'm sorry, I would have to go with Theo. Because Mike, I don't think we realize how lucky and how good Maldini was in getting Magic Mike. Moncada, thank you. And our downfall last year, and I'm not saying that Magic Mike would have won all the games.
Osimhen.
Oh shit! Okay, you know what's up? Okay,
Osimhen's worth 180.
Osimhen, I'm selling Theo in the beat of
even if you have to play against Theo in a Napoli jersey. If it's a swap, like
he's gonna fall on the floor, we're gonna put somebody on him. But
you sent Theo and Theo and Tonali's 80 million for Osimhen.
Okay, let me ask you this: for me, who's a guy that could make or break a match? To me, it's Magic Mike. I would sell Theo. I love you, Theo, but I'm
ready for Balotelli season if we get Osimhen. Fuck, let's go, baby.
I honestly would go with Theo. Too, because you saw how much the team wasn't able to kind of, again, with Tatarusanu, but Mike just makes such a difference at goalkeeper.
I would sell them both. I would sell them both if we can get Mbappe.
Oof.
Ooh! Hold on. Yeah, and I want you to think about what you just said.
Self-proclaimed Milanista, boys.
I want you to
that doesn't matter anymore, remember?
I want you to think about what you just said.
Oh yeah,
PSG, right? Have not won. Was it last year's Liga?
Send them all the French guys.
You're ready to sell Theo and Mike.
Oh yeah,
for Mbappe.
I agree
because not only would you get Kylian Mbappe, you would reduce Donnarumma to a backup in PSG. So I think it has everything. For me to be like Sportiello, let's go. Balotelli, let's go. Mbappe, the ball's going to stay on the other side of the field for most of the game. So we'll win 3-2. I don't care. We don't need clean sheets. I think Donnarumma on the bench, Mania there, Theo there. Even send them Giroud if you want, just because send them an extra guy. I don't care.
Oh my
But
God,
that's my chaos right there. That's my
No,
chaos.
no. If it was for him, if it was Mbappe, I would let go of Maya because for me, Maya is worth more than Theo Hernandez. Because, and guys, I don't think we realize how lucky we've been, and I think we go back to that was my whole conversation with the whole Tonali situation and how Steve made fun of me, not in a bad way, but made fun of me when the Donnarumma thing came out, right? And I felt hurt. And well, you're sticking to a player, whatever. So since that time, I've developed this defense mechanism, and for me, I would be willing to sacrifice. For me, Magic Mike on paper as a much far potential, much better player than Theo Hernandez. Because Theo, I don't know, maybe he can. Guys, let's be honest. Theo is a great player. He's a great fucking player. But not the last year because he's got a lot better. But the first 2 years, how many times did we criticize him falling on the floor or whatever?
We
He had
criticized
great
him
moments.
The last game of the season, he got eaten alive on one play by I can't remember who.
Champions League, you got eaten alive against Chelsea.
I would
It
sacrifice.
happens.
I would sacrifice. Yeah, but I like these questions, Fabio. You're doing not a bad job. Not a bad job.
Thank
You being by yourself.
Well, let me get a couple of response out there. Strasburg Steve was saying he thinks Theo because the goalkeeper has been crucial for us.
Yeah.
Instant drop off, and we all saw it when Mike got injured.
Yes,
kind of
yes.
exactly what I said as well. Lab Gorilla saying, "Would you imagine starring Balotelli and watching him to do a coast to coast society?"
Hey,
6 yard box.
Instant Jello
cup
pool.
winner.
Instant Jello pool. I'm in it right away.
So, again, I think most of the guys, if it was such a high value striker like a Osimhen, maybe even Mbappe or Haaland, stuff like that, where you're gonna get a star to part ways with one of these two guys. Which the reason I asked this question is a little suspicious because I hope it's not a premonition, right? And again, if they want to rebolster the whole squad, who's to say this management won't turn around and get an offer for Theo for over 100 million and say, "Oh, I can't turn it down."
Can I ask you guys something? And I know this is a very, very, very big what if. What if Tonali doesn't pass medical?
That's
No, guys. I want to.
I think he already did, though. They went to visit him in
Yeah, I think
Romania.
they did in
No, but
Romania.
it got suspended. No, but I want to ask you something. If, for whatever reason, he's got a root canal, who was it back then?
Oh
10
my
years ago?
God, that was. What was
I
that?
can't remember the kid's name, man. He had a very common soccer last name.
Yeah.
What?
Anyway, somebody please put it in the chat. They'll correct us anyway.
No, I just wanted to show us Vinny, please.
Obiang
No,
or something?
I'm just trying to have a conversation. I know he's gonna.
It was like his
medicals.
teeth were messed up, and he called the whole
Not
deal.
Not Taiwo. Who was it?
Oh my God, it's gonna drive us crazy. But I know what you're talking about.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm just having a conversation.
Sissoko, that's it.
Sissoko.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. But how fucked up would it be in the plans of Milan and Newcastle if, God forbid, for whatever reason, he doesn't pass the medical?
What if Tonali just saw what Brozovic did and said, "You know what? 10 million's not enough. Give me 20."
Because, guys, let's be honest. Nothing's been official. Nothing's official.
Nothing is. Well, I mean,
he's got a pretty
Vinny.
Going over there.
Cardinale out, man. They said everything's official.
Oh, okay.
All out. It's all official, guys.
Hey, Fabio, you and your crew there.
Fabrizio Romano tweeted it. It's official, guys.
Well, according to them, they're already, photoshopping them into pictures and this and that. So
how ugly is that jersey? Is the city
terrible.
of Newcastle uglier or is the kit uglier? Which is uglier? That should be a new poll question. Is the city of Newcastle?
Okay,
anybody listening from Newcastle, we love your city. I'm sure it's beautiful.
Yes,
but your kid is ugly.
We're not on Fab. We're not on AM radio. That's all they catch in Newcastle. Come on, the Saudis didn't fix everything for that city. Let's go.
Merci. On a Mimoujan qui nous dit le transfert de Tonali sera officiel officialiser le 1er juillet pour le passer dans le bilan 2000. Oui, I'm just trying to make... j'essaie de faire une conversation avec tout le monde.
I thought I hit the sap button or something for a second. I didn't know what I was hearing.
In the end, guys, I was just trying to what if that happened? And I just like for conversation's sake, but it is what it is, guys. In the end, what I was trying to talk about from the beginning, right, is that the results is the only thing that matters to me. That's my opinion. And even I'm going to sit here and say, like I said at the beginning, even though we get all these players and on paper we're better, that doesn't mean shit. Results is all that counts.
We're gonna get all these players 3 games in. We haven't won one. Pioli's fired, and I was like, "How the phone calls?" All the
Look at Husney.
I called me. I'm here now. I'm here. He made a call. I signed because he called me from the beach.
Look, you know what, Husney? I'm gonna test something to Husney. Husney is probably the reason for the civil war. Husney is a fucking Sith Lord.
Husney's
been shooting negativity
because he wanted InvestCorp. He was in InvestCorp's pocket.
Husney is there in Malaysia. Look, get some Malaysian money over there, Husney.
In Malaysia, don't they give the population money because they make so much money off the casinos or something like that?
Malaysia, Husney, get together with your friends. Make an offer to Jerry. But Husney is, you know what? This is what I want to take the time to talk about. Is that even Husney, that negative fuck that he is, he's the best. And I love it that we're all able to fucking come together in
Fabio,
the end.
I know. Husney's on my side. He knows. He doesn't trust it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't believe. I think, like we mentioned before, buy-in Formula One. This guy doesn't know nothing about anything. He doesn't give a shit.
Money. It's a hedge fund control.
It's just play money for him. I bought a club. I don't even know anything about them. Who cares? Just turn a profit. That's
what I'm trying to get. What I'm trying to get is that I believe in this channel and in our group chat on Patreon, where we are really able to agree to disagree, and I find that that's been a lost art. What is wrong with me believing differently from Fabio? What is wrong from me believing differently from Lab Gorilla, from Husney? Guys, we have five. I think we're at 6 women in our group. We have 6 women in our group. Milan fans, women.
The amount of complaining in that group, you could have fooled me, man. I thought there was more.
I just find that why can't we have these conversations and disagree, tell each other off, and in the end I'm like, okay, you think the way you think, I think the way I think, it is what it is, right?
Guys, we survived Kevin Constant.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, we survived Jonathan Biabiani with the
insert coin
signing for Inter.
How much did we pay for Alessio Cerci? Yeah,
I don't know. Hip hip hurrah, hip hip hurrah. Remember that with Silvio and the hip hip hurrah. Guys, we're gonna be okay.
20 million.
But it's okay to be passionate. It's okay to get
Bertolacci.
Mad.
How much did we pay for Bertolacci?
20 million.
No. We had a lot of bad signings, and but that's what makes us angrier, guys. We were moving away from that area, and it feels like we're going back to that particular time. And I know we're not there yet, but it can all. He loves to mention big ones. That's like his favorite.
You know who didn't survive Lucas? You know who didn't survive Lucas Biglia? Manuel Locatelli. He had to leave because he got a bit scared of him.
Did we pay Lucas Biglia, guys? We did pay for him.
Yeah.
And Strasbourg, he was like, I'll take that money.
Yeah.
My God, did he fuck? But
they should have understood.
Yann, Locatelli is a generational talent.
Yeah.
He's a generational talent. I don't know if you heard Locatelli. Look how great he's done since he's left Milan. And get the fuck out of here. Anyways.
Well. All right. So we have one more thing. We have
one more thing. What do we got?
One more thing before we get to the final segment. All right. Obviously, Busted Calcio's in the building. We got to talk about something when Yann's here. So I found something just before we went on, and I thought, what the hell is this, right? So I had to get this Busted Calcio tweet out here. It's a video, so let me put it up so you guys can see it. Now,
are we going to get flagged?
No, it's a screen grab, but whatever.
All right,
it's just of a tweet. If this kid's going to flag us, I can't believe it. but you see where he's coming from. I don't know this particular flag. Let me go back because I always do this. But as you see the post there's Milan in third. I'm going to give you a little reference here.
Well, what are we looking at
Let's
here?
go back.
Fabio?
All right, so this thread on Twitter is football clubs with the most debt, okay? And this was dropped
Hold on. This is coming from I am Abdul. Okay.
Yeah.
I am Abdul.
I am
okay.
Abdul _ right? So as you see there,
I'm sorry, it's 3 underscores.
3 underscores. All right.
Okay, please.
All right. So he has there United and Benfica. There's Rui Costa up there. I didn't know they were that much in debt. Okay. Man United has somewhat figured because there's a lot of movement going on there. Obviously, there's our favorite cousins in second place, Inter and Valencia. The Valencia guy looks like the guy from the
Scroll
Philippines.
down. What are these?
And when we get down a little further, there's QPR and Milan. $249 million in debt. Now, as you can see, this thread, this post is from today at sometime 3 o'clock in the morning, my time, whatever it was. But there it is today. So you posted this, Abdul. 250 million, not what I heard. That's not what I heard. I heard Milan's in the positive.
We're 71 million in debt.
You know what's sad, guys? You know what's sad about this tweet? The only thing that's sad about this tweet is that 235,000 views, 818 likes. This is the time that he posted it. 18 quotes, 16 quotes, 30 retweets. You know, it's sad, guys. It's fucking sad that Abdul, who the fuck is Abdul? No offense to you personally. Yann, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I can't get this because most of the people are going to look at this, right?
He's looking at the wrong numbers. He's looking at the numbers when Elliot took over.
Yes, when Elliot took over, we were at that. I'm not even sure. I'm not even talking about Milan.
We've had the most growth this year out of any club. I think we've reduced it to 71 million. The only club that's debt free is Napoli. They're at 0. They break even. But let's also, the owner of Queens Park Rangers looks like he's still $279 million in debt. He looks stressed, bro. He's not doing well. He's not. Scaroni looks fine.
Somebody please explain to me, maybe in the chat knows, but isn't this the son of the original owner, not the father? The father had passed away or something like that of Queens Park Ranger. I thought that was the story.
I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody knows all about these intricate.
This is where we missed.
But also, what I don't get is Benfica really does well selling players and everything. I'm surprised.
How was that?
I know. You know what? Forget the Milan, but Benfica. Rui Costa.
No, he's been doing great, man.
Like, but guys, this is what I'm talking about. Is like about the social media kind of thing. Don't believe everything. Who the fuck is Abdul? Who the fuck? Abdul is a Barca fan. I think one Barca not in that number. Thank you, Danny. Barcelona, didn't they have to fucking sell out to Spotify for this kind of stuff? They sold TV rights for the next 10 years. And you know what, guys?
He's getting his numbers because
let me get close to the microphone.
171 million.
This has to be from like earlier.
The Super League was a good idea.
It already exists, the Super League, Vinny. It's called the EPL.
Okay.
They released their schedules already. Unlike Italy. Anyway.
But Serie A is gonna release it like a day
made in Italy. It's Serie A made in Italy. Excuse me.
Anyways,
excuse me. And they got rid of the number 88.
So busted for not getting your damn numbers right. You're posting this in the summer of 2023. Your numbers reflect probably that of 2022. Because
where was Chelsea on that? Thank you, Milan man. Where's Chelsea on this group that they spent?
Something had to happen with. I think they consolidated the debt when this guy bought them because it was like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Chelsea's debt was like in a trust that was owed to Abramovich. So a club, I think that's how it got cleaned up. It was a whole bunch of
we have the Super League. It's just started in Saudi Arabia. That's what's happening.
Hey man, they're actually signing young guys. Like
they're signing Brozovic and there was another
Bernardo Silva.
I was like, what?
Guys, if Serie A,
Koulibaly's going there.
I'm gonna take Steve's words.
I'm
gonna take Steve's words out of his mouth. Forget what came posted on social media about how Berlusconi predicted this back in 2007.
Yeah, no.
If this continues, we're not going to be able to watch Serie A on our TVs for our kids,
Yes, you
for
will.
the young. Yeah, and it's sad. It's fucking sad, dude. It's very sad.
Well, that's why Gio
And
says, like, when he
if the
sees a young
Saudi
person,
if the
try to,
Saudi
like,
league
you're into Milan.
if the Saudi league continues like this, and Italy doesn't shape up, Jan,
Italy's
I'm
not
sorry.
shaping up, Vinny. Italy is not
No.
shaping up. They're just shaping down. Like that country is like no,
And it's sad.
no.
It's sad.
So, well, what are you gonna do? We're all gonna drive electric cars and not give the Saudis any more money because all those boats and those trains and all that other stuff's still gonna run on oil.
Yeah.
So they're still
It
making
is
them
what
money
it is.
anyway.
By the way,
Right.
Fabio, there wasn't a lot of fighting on this episode. I'm not happy because people like for us to be fighting. For our fighting.
No, we
Civil
don't have
War.
to fight about everything.
You know what?
They actually
You're
signed some people.
outnumbered. You're outnumbered.
I am outnumbered.
Your
so I have
buddy
to play
Gio,
defense most of the time.
he's at McDonald's right now. He's got no Wi-Fi. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Jan is on my side. You're Cardinale out. Cardinale
I am
out.
Cardinale out. I
Fuck
hope.
you and your
I
fucking
honestly
Cardinale
want
out.
him
We
to
do,
sell the team.
Okay, he's not gonna do that. Could you? Can we get a tip system going up for Gio so you can get a Happy Meal and the McDonald's will give him back like the Wi-Fi password?
Fabio,
You
talk
know
to
what?
Gio.
You know
We
what?
ha-
You
we
have
have
a-
right now.
There
we have
is
about two-
something that could help Gio. Do us a favor, people. Make
Yeah.
sure, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Hit the notification bell. Get up to date with all of our videos. Smash the like button. Subscribe to our Patreon. Subscribe to our Twitter. Your sister's ass. Everywhere you can, we're there.
We need a video of Galliani saying a parametro zero, you know, because that's what it costs you. Costs you nothing, man. No obligation to buy.
Mancero.
Yeah, you
And,
just subscribe,
guys, you know what?
and when you don't want to anymore,
I'm
but
here.
we promise you want to stick around. We'll promise.
Right now, I'll be very honest with you guys. We had a bit over $1,000 from the Patreon accumulation. We gave, we paid the StreamYard. We paid for the young soccer club here in local Montreal to go to the tournament, $400. We paid for the Milan Club Montreal, the little tournament for the Breakfast Club Montreal. We have about, maybe by next month, about $250. I am willing to give an allowance to Gio for his internet provider. If it's something that we could do, because right now Gio's missing right now. Because now you know why he's not animated, Jan, because he feels like I'm all by myself. There's Yann
I
and
have
Vinny
to
over
play
here.
defense. That's what I'm saying.
Is it the
When I
forest
play-
fires? Is it our fault? Is it because of the smog?
A
It's screwing
little
up
bit.
his
little bit.
Wi-Fi.
No,
Fucking husband.
Gio's on the wrong part of the country, so he's not dealing with them. But Gio's issue, we can even help him pay the stupid Wi-Fi. It's beyond your control. When the powers that be in California out there are doing anything with electronics, they, for some reason everything takes extra long with them out there. But that's how, because they're all calm and relaxed. The technicians out there smoking a doobie before he starts working.
I think he's watching too many videos of kids playing soccer, and
Probably.
the internet provider's like, Gio. we gotta
Thank
flag
God
this."
you said of playing soccer. Guys,
So,
you
like,
scared me there for
yeah.
a moment.
So I don't know, he's always scouting, man. I
He's
don't know.
always about the youth.
Guys,
I don't know.
Soccer, that is. All right.
On-
So listen, guys, it's what we do. We always do parting shots, your final thoughts, ideas, anything that are coming to your mind. Maybe you haven't mentioned already. Vinny, obviously, you start us off, then we'll go to Yann, and then I'll finish it off before we sign
I
off.
got a lot of problem with you people. That's my parting shot. No, on a side note, I think I just want to say thank you to everybody. And I really, really, really appreciate the fact that we're able to discuss, agree to disagree, and still not disrespect each other. And I think that's what's missing on social media today. Yann could be against Fabio's thoughts, vice versa. Look at Lab Gorilla. I'm going to throw you out there, right? He's very negative, like Husney.
He has a good comment, which I'll comment on when we get to
here on a sour session. But you know what? I like the fact that whether Lab Gorilla, Husney, yourself, God, Team Cardinale out might have their comments, we're still friends at the end. And I think you guys should keep that. Okay, it's not gonna give us some clickbait. It's not gonna give us some fuck. I don't give a shit, right? You know what? People want to talk about me being delusional on the last podcast. How many fucking hate comments I got?
I
Fabio,
love it. If
you're
they
worse.
don't hate you, you're nobody, Vinny.
You're
That's
worse.
how it is.
Fabio getting some hate comments, and it's like, guys,
Listen,
You're a
if you
heel.
want to watch,
if you hate, pay the Patreon. Come on the special. Talk your shit to my face. That's how this is, baby.
you know, and it's just like we should all be able to agree to disagree and discuss our points. Just the way I love saying my points, whether it be Fabio, whether it be Gio, Stevie P, Yann, anybody, and counterbacking with comments. And you guys should keep that energy all over the place. So I know that controversy, creates cash, and the extra views and whatever the case may be. In the end, the kitty, the doggy's over there.
Hey,
You want to call me? You want to call me delusional? You want to call me a Jerry lover? You do whatever you want, because you know what, guys? I'm a grown ass fucking man.
American.
I'm a grown ass man. I'm not gonna fucking comment back to you. You're allowed to think whatever you think. Thanks for the views, by the way. But if you're not able to discuss and debate, it ain't for me anymore.
That's true. We even have a Lazio fan in our Patreon.
Look, we got a fucking Lazio fan.
We're open for everybody. We'll take Interista and Juventino money too. Bring it in. Come on.
Okay, their money, yeah, sure.
Relax.
Their money. All right. We won't take it.
We had Francis the Snake, and he as soon as we got into semifinals, like, fuck you guys, I'm getting out of this Patreon. But in the end, that's what I'm coming down to, is that we are all able. Thank you, Kira. Look at Kira saying that the MWP group has been great. One of the, like, she's saying that her husband, he says that when I asked her a question, she said that my husband is 50% Fabio and 50% Vinny. And, like, you get that emotion from Fabio, and then he looks at Vinny, he's like, okay, like, let me think about the other side. And that's what it should be all about. So if you guys want to follow a channel that's all about negativity and fuck this and fuck that, this ain't your channel. We're just trying to speak from the heart. And if people want to talk about me this way, fine, just go watch another and when do patrons get a chance to come debate the specials? You know what, that's a very good we have the whole summer off. That's going to be a very good special that we could be able to do. But I just want to say I appreciate every single one of you, whether you like me, whether you don't like me. Yann, I gotta
keep
appreciate
watching,
you,
baby.
Yann, I gotta appreciate you because you're always true to yourself. You never fucking catered to the masses. You just said what you needed to say, and hopefully we'll get a yearly busted tweet. What did we call? Not the loophole. Yeah, the loophole award.
The loophole award. Yeah,
loophole award. But thanks for doing this tonight and all the other nights. And I don't know if you share the same sentiments as me.
Yeah, just a little bit less Care Bear than Vinny. Vinny got a bit sentimental there. For myself, honestly, like everyone, you're entitled to freak out in the chats. Obviously, you pay to be there. You're also entitled to disagree with anything I say or post, and likewise, personal shots. Let's just keep that aside. It's all in good fun. It's all, guys. We argue about stupidity. At the end of the day, this is not serious stuff. There's more serious problems in the world and in our personal lives. It's calcio. It's meant to be a way to release. Some people release like Fab. Some people release like Vinny. Some people release we all have our own way of doing it. At the end of the day, it's all because we have a passion for a club that's across the pond. For some people, you live a lot closer than us, but it's just passion, guys. We just love a team, and end of the day, whatever these guys do, if they call up the Primavera, I'll be fucking pissed. But I'm still gonna watch, and I'm still gonna hope that we win, and I'm still gonna be there. Yep. Even if we sell every single player and we don't get Kylian Mbappe, we get his third cousin with the same last name. I don't care, because they're going to be wearing the Milan crest, and that's all that matters.
Red and black, baby.
It's always fun to talk to you guys. Yeah. That's my parting shots. Gio, get some internet, bro.
Yeah, get some internet, Gio.
Well, guys, I just want to mention one thing that I saw earlier for my parting shot, right? And guys, I'm not here to lie to you people watching, all right?
What do you mean by you people?
You know what I mean. People
Don
spending
Cherry
time
got
watching
canceled
it.
for that.
Listen, I'm out there. As you've seen many times, I reach out to other Milan content people. We bring them on. If you watched Vinny today, he was out there with Newcastle people talking. You go, but sometimes you have to go to enemy behind enemy lines and talk and showcase yourself, which is all we do here on the Milan Weekly Podcast. We just try to show you that we have a good time. We try to put good content out. If Milan actually cared about the English content, we wouldn't have to do this all the time, but they don't, and it is what it is. But I have another thing I'm working on. Some people would call me a bit like Don King. Maybe I don't look
what
like
are you doing? What are you doing?
Maybe I don't look like I have hair like that. Maybe they said Dana White. I have hair. Dana's bald. But there's a lot of people we go out there. Me and Gio, we do the Twitter spaces, right? And Twitter, that's sort of the faces of radio come out there because everybody could say whatever they want on spaces. We have to boot Interista for calling us scumbags when we're bitching and crying about a particular topic. But we've had a particular person on that seemed to have ruffled some feathers, right?
Cool.
Now, Rocco, who, we had him on the show. He has his own channel. Majority of it is in Italian. But we have another channel called Rossoneri TV. Now, Roy, whoever Roy is, I don't know who anybody is, all right? But they seem to want to have a conversation. I heard Roy talking a lot about him. Again, I like Rocco. I don't agree with anything he has to say. He'll sell you a whole bunch of, numbers, and maybe you'll buy into it for a moment. People were saying he's a Jerry apologist because he's seeing the numbers, this and that, making excuses, right? So Royce, to put it bluntly, Royce had a hard-on for him. He's mentioned Rocco for 15, 20 minutes. So I was in there in the chat. I said, Roy, listen, man, if you're going to shit talk the guy, and he's an intelligent guy, you're like, the reason you're mad because you saw something he was on, you didn't agree with what he said. Instead of shit talking the poor guy, and again, I'm not shit talking Roy, I'm just regurgitating the story here. All right. I don't watch his channel. Again, what they do when they have fans, I don't disregard nobody who spends time to talk about Milan. I'm not going to put down what you do, not publicly. Privately could be a different story. But if you're going to shit talk about the guy, invite him on the show. But they haven't. He asked me to do it. Now, excuse me. If you ask Dana White to put a fight together,
Vince McMahon, okay?
If Vince McMahon is taking two wrestlers, one from WCW, one from ECW, where you think he's putting it on?
Madison Square Garden on pay-per-view.
It's on WWF, just like MWP. So Roy and Rocco, I'm going out there to get these guys. You want to debate? You do it on our show. Why? Because we're Dana White. And if you want, you come to UFC and you have to fight. That's how it works. All right. So I'm out there. I'm trying to put people together. Usually it's not for destructive things. This could get a little wild and crazy.
Worlds are colliding.
You gotta follow a debate format. Give them the questions that we can advance, and you gotta mark them. You gotta
at MWP
2 minutes each. Yeah.
Exactly. See, this is why Yann is genius, because I was already thinking that. And see, at MWP, we are a collective. We have many great minds together. Some you don't see. Some, thank God, you can't hear on the phone because you'll fall asleep. But we love them no matter what. All right, but this is the things that we're doing because Milan Weekly Podcast, the most important thing is that we're trying to grow, and we're growing predominantly for the people that live in areas where there are no other Milan fans. First of all,
if you're going to use our channel, because you're still on a loan con...
Don't even start! No way, Vinny!
Presidente gave you a contract that you're on
Send them to the stands. Send them to the stands.
I need you, if you're going to be debating on our channel, I need you in a suit and tie with glasses. You're going to look professional.
I have perfect Dr. Pepper glasses that I got from a
little...
I'll put those on.
You got to look professional. You got to be like, with the papers going like this. It's like, okay, so let's take it over here.
All right, Vinny. That's it. You've been warned. One more, Vinny.
What the fuck is this?
Don't do it, Vinny. I'll send you to the stands, Vinny. All right? Fabio's ready. I got my whistle. I don't have it here, but I got my whistle. I'm the arbiter, all right? I control this. You are my time. All right?
3 words. Diritto di riscatto, not obbligo. So you want to fuck around? Presidente is not going to renew your contract, you and Gio. All this big money that we signed you for. By the way, zero money, guys. Okay.
Zero money. That's right. No, thank you for my wonderful mic. Half off that I had to go find.
Hey, you know,
but listen,
we like to splurge some
that's
cash.
my parting shot, guys. Us here at the channel, we're trying to grow. We want to get more people because this is what we care about. Again, it's more for the people that don't get to go to a club and be with 15, 20, like my case, sometimes 50 to 100. All right, sometimes you're by yourself and it stinks to not have a community like that. So this is what we're providing. All right, we're not here. We're not professionals, and we sure as hell don't pretend to be. But we like to do what we do, and we appreciate everybody who takes their time to support the channel. So there's no fake fans here. All right.
No.
And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys.
It
That's
is what
my
it is,
parting
guys.
shot.
Please, like if I was saying, subscribe, like, because during the summer we never know where we're gonna go on. Like sometimes we're just chatting with the guys. Okay, Yann, you want to go on tonight, or Fabio and Gio?
You got to subscribe to the Twitter. We do a lot of Twitter Spaces.
A lot on the Twitter Spaces as well. And on that note, guys, thank you very much for joining. We didn't fight a lot tonight, so we're not gonna get that many views. But you know, if Gio was here, and what is McDonald's Wi-Fi? But it is what it is. But Yann,
Gio's setting up our OnlyFans.
Let's finish off. OnlyFans, Jesus Christ. Let's finish off with this one. In the next 2 weeks, how many players are we signing? 1 or 2?
In the next 2 weeks, like by signing, you mean not
Forget the ones that we already heard about.
Interesting.
The ones that
We're
like
warmed up.
the signed,
Pioli
like
called.
they have the picture.
Pictures and on the table.
I say 2.
Fabio.
Well, I'm going to say 3 because I expect at least one of them to be Kamada. Since it's already going to be July 1st.
Yann, are you ready?
You see what Vinny did? He did like the Wheel of Fortune thing. No, the Price is Right.
Price is Right.
He just kept pushing it over. Okay,
$1.
yeah. What's yours, Vinny? 4?
Yann, I was gonna say 3. You ready to bet a pitcher of beer? You say 2, I say 3.
Sure. I don't mind the outcome because I still
Guys,
get to
by the
drink
way,
some of it. So
me and Yann, we think we're like, hey, I won the bet. We're just drinking. So okay, the
Simpatico.
bet is if it's only 2 signings in the next 2 weeks, official, I buy the pitcher of beer. If it's 3 or more, you buy the pitcher of beer. Good?
and if it's 0, we just drink our own beer.
I like it. I like it. See, guys,
It's a win-win-win scenario.
straight down the middle.
It is.
On that note, can I close this off at least? You wanted to
Yes,
leave the show?
please,
You wanted
please do. Please do.
Thank you to all comments. Thank you to all live viewers. Thank you to all downloaders, listeners on the podcast. Follow, subscribe. We're going to be on very soon once again. And ovunque è sempre. Oh, hold on. Before I say this, where's that? You fucked everything up, Fabio. Everything's fucked up on the hold on a second.
I can't
the
even
outro.
play this one on Gio. It's right there. I had it ready to be pressed. All you had to do is say it.
Intro. Okay, I got it. Okay. Ovunque è sempre.
Forza Milan!
Ciao, guys.
Vincerai, non ti lasceremo.